Hello, welcome to or back to my channel. I'm Lucas, my pronouns are he, they, and this is part 12 of me randomizing warrior cat clans. Let me introduce you to Desert Clan. They are the analytical and decisive cats. They live in eastern Washington on the Columbian Plateau Trail. These cats are serious, but they don't take everything too seriously. They recently lost a lot of cats due to a drought, and with their numbers, other clans have been taking bits of their territory, mainly Carco Clan, but they're waiting for a moment to regrow. Kitty pets, rogues, and loners will want to join the clan, and they will be happy to have them. Our leader is Ravenstar, a short-haired, black-ticked tabby she-cat with yellow eyes. Ravenstar is an introverted but serious leader. The previous leader left to go be a kitty pet, which is when Ravenstar stepped up to become leader. She's slowly getting used to being a leader, and her clan is more than patient with her, as they're also adjusting to this as well. Ravenstar's only worry is Carco Clan. Though they are a small clan too, Mallowstar is a very cunning and cat, and she can't really trust them to be nice or ethical in that matter, because if you watch my previous video, Mallowstar is a bit of an ass. Our deputy is Hollybee, a white tom with short fur and gold eyes. Hollybee is super pumped about being deputy, and everything has gone better, and with the drought finally being gone, he hopes to see only prosperity for everyone. He does feel bad for the deputy of Carco Clan. He thought it was pretty obvious what Mallowstar was doing, but she's fully bought into him being a good, nice, kind leader. So that's kind of hard. Squirrel Flight. I also know that one of the main characters in the main series is called Squirrel Flight. That was by accident when I was changing her name. Anyways, they're a mostly white, black and red calico tabby she-cat with short fur and green eyes. Squirrel Flight was surprised to find out she was going to be a medicine cat. She was in the middle of her warrior's apprenticeship when the old medicine cat found out. And she's enjoying herself and her job. She loves to help out her clanmates in any way, shape, or form, and they help her in turn with doing medicine herb patrols to keep the stock supply up. Our warriors are Thrift Breeze, a apricot mackerel pseudo-tabby she-cat with short fur and hazel eyes. For Thrift Breeze's design, I wanted their tufts to look like they had been messed up from a breeze. Also, every time I add white spotting to an orange/apricot cat, I always think of orangecicles. I don't know why, I see it every time. Anyways, Thrift Breeze is a chill cat, but she won't hesitate to say what's on her mind. She's a little embarrassed that her dad, the previous leader, left to go be a kitty pet, but there's really nothing she can do now. All she can do is help her clan, and in any way, shape, or form. Gorsebriar, a short-haired white cat with a black and red ticked calico tail and ears, and they have amber eyes. When I was working on Gorsebriar's design, for some reason, the visual design in my head for them was a goat, and that's what I did. I just feels that it suits them very well, and it just gives me the vibe that I was thinking with this character. I did give them the shapes of like gorse and briar. I did my best. But right now, they feel like everything's a spew of chaos and conflict, especially with Carco Clan right now. But Gorsebriar just ignores them. Crow Eye, a long-haired black mackerel tabby tom with copper eyes. Crow Eye is Ravenstar's younger brother, and like her, he's also introverted. They both don't really like going to gatherings because of how loud it is, and also, not a fun fact, but a cool thing about his design is that I gave him heterochromia, with the orange copper color and a green-esque copper color to give it the vibe, to keep it copper, technically. I also made the green skew towards more of the yellow side to make it pop. I did do my best to make him look crow-esque. It isn't perfect, but I think I did pretty good. Our single apprentice is Blue Paw, a blue mackerel tabby tom with short fur and copper green eyes. Blue Paw is the nephew of Ravenstar and Crow Eye. Blue Paw never met his parents as they left on a mission from StarClan and haven't been back since. He wonders what they had to leave for, if they'll come back, or what will they be like. In the meantime, he does his best as an apprentice. But he does goof off on the occasion. He is Squirrel Flight's apprentice and cannot wait to tell his parents when they get back. He cannot wait for a lot of things. Also, I made the tufts on his head look like a Stellar Jay. I could have done a Blue Jay, but Stellar Jays look cooler. Next is our two queens. First off is Plumseed, a short-haired chocolate and orange mackerel tortie with green eyes. Plumseed was honestly fun to design. Here's something fun I did with her. Since her name is Plumseed, I made her face look like a cut plum with the orange color, and a little brown dot on her nose for the seed, hence her name, Plumseed. She's also a great hunter, so I gave her a very muscular look to that, as that was the vibe when I was designing her. Now, let's quickly talk about her kits. Both of them are named after birds and have similar coloring to the birds they're named after. So I think that's cool, and you'll see them in a second. Now, her kits. First up is Robin Kit, a short-haired orange and brown tortie. I gave them an orange patch on their stomach, and for the robin's color. And looking at it now, I kind of wish I made them a calico to add white from the robin. The other kit is J-Kit, a short-haired brown cat with white spotting and green eyes. J-Kit is based off the Canadian Jay, and they also live here, and I'm pretty happy with their design as well. Next up is Mudflood, a long-haired chocolate she-cat with gold eyes. Hence her name, I made her hair look like a flood of mud. It was kind of hard to do as I wasn't sure if I should hide her legs or not in the fluff, so I kept the legs as both looked pretty wonky. Mudflood was originally a permanent queen who helped other queens during pregnancy and during times when they had little kits and everything. But during Plumseed's pregnancy, she also found out she was pregnant. She hasn't had her kits yet, but she's super excited. She plans on telling the Tom who's the father. He is not a part of the clan though, or any of the clans. So for her safety, Ravenstar is going to have some cats come with her, just in case. Our elders, my favorite bunch. First up is Lavender Sky, a short-haired lilac mackerel tabby she-cat with hazel eyes. Lavender Sky's design was also fun. I gave her white spotting very cloud-like, and I made her tail somewhat in the shape of a cloud as well. I also did this with her chest and her face tufts, and when I added the yellow background, it made her fur color more brown, and that's color stuff with you. Although, I kind of wish I made her pose less stiff and give her more personality. Maybe I'll redraw it, maybe I won't, but other than that, I'm actually pretty happy with the design. Snowberry, a long-haired white she-cat with gold eyes. For Snowberry's design, I decided not to add the calico coloring you can see in the description earlier because of her name. Snowberry is a type of berry. It's a very round, pearl-shaped kind of berry. That's what it's described as sometimes. And that is Snowberry for you. She's a very picky cat, but she's also very hardy. If she were a human, I feel like she'd be decked out in pearls, expensive dresses, wearing those huge fluffy coats, and she'd have all the ladies falling for her. At least that's the vibes I get from her. But other than that, she's a very sweet cat. Silent Spruce, a long-haired black she-cat with amber eyes. She's a very silent and shy cat, and one of my favorite designs out of all the cats I've designed so far, out of the 200. When working on her design, I made her long tufts of hair in the shape of spruce needles, and a very long shape for her body. I added extra dash lines to give them the feeling of coarse hair, and to make it kind of woody, like a tree. I made the black fur skew towards the greener side for the finishing look. But seriously, she's my favorite, and I just adore her design. That was a pretty short video, but I hope you enjoyed it, and my designs. Have a wonderful day, and please like and subscribe if you can.